Hello everyone, this is Lunaris Aileron, and welcome to my random unscripted rambling. I said this is unscripted, but I already re-recording this for the third time because I cannot formulate my mind quickly enough without pausing a lot. What I want to talk in this video is that, have you ever heard someone's when they are talking about anime, whether it is good or it is bad, they will say that it gets better later. For me, if that better is not within 3 to 4 episodes of the anime, then it is not relevant. A good anime will hook the viewers within 3 or 4 episodes. And in fact, even then, I think this is pretty generous because I know many people drop anime within 1 or 2 episodes just because they don't like the basic premise, they don't like the basic plot, they don't like the art style, or they simply find some cliche in the first episode intolerable without giving the anime some chance. And in my opinion, episode 1 is never really a good representation of an anime as a whole, but at the same time, I cannot give too many chance for a shit anime because 3 episodes is like 60 minutes. 60 minutes is a lot of time, and I watch lots of other anime, and unlike people who watch only the genre that they like or the style that they like, I watch many anime with different style, different genre, and I try to diversify my my watching list. It's like some genre that I really don't have extensively is like reverse harem or something like sports anime. It is something that I don't have a big catalog of, and it's something I want to watch. And I want to have their viewpoint from their perspective. And I know, and what I'm saying is that for me, giving an anime 3 episodes is generous. For most people, you don't have that many chance. So saying that the anime gets better later is a bad excuse. If you fail to hook me within 3 episodes, you failed. Like, if one of my episodes that in the last season is about this anime called Toji no Miko, as I said, I actually like the premise. It reminds me of something like Tales of Berseria, where where the main characters are supposedly the bad guy, quote unquote, the bad guy, but actually there's a much bigger implication behind it. How the main villain is actually the leader of the country, something like that. And I realized that I found out that today that Toji no Miko is actually a full season anime. That is that it has 24 episodes, and I think this week it has a recap episodes. And I'm sure that by now it has this. It probably has convoluted, complex plot or something like that. But the first 3 episodes are so bad, and so the how it's written make me so angry and disappointed, and the execution is so bad, the characters are so bland and unlikable that why should I bother watch 4 and I actually watch the fourth half of the 4th episode, and I just don't bother. Why should I watch more? If it's better right now, why don't you pull out your big gun earlier in episode 2 or 3 to hook me in? I don't want to. And even then, even if someone say that it is good, that is not really a guarantee, right? Because if I am disappointed enough by the early episodes of an anime, where most of the time the early episodes, episode 1 until 3 is usually the episodes with the highest budget beside the final episodes. And if that anime, if those 3 episodes failed to hook me, how would the later episodes do the same. Well, basically, what I want to say is that it's irrelevant if it's good later. If it's failed to be good early. And I also want to say that just because it is good early, the first 3 episodes managed to hook me. That does not mean that it is also it is good, because I also have many anime where initially it got my interest, but after some time it failed to hook me. It failed to make me want to finish it. Like, I think that's the kind, like, the more that's the kind of the most disappointing type of anime that is, because I saw potential and I actually liked the early episodes, but it failed to conclude it. Usually the anime that I stop at around 6, 7, 8 episodes, maybe around 9. Like New Game, I didn't finish the first season of New Game because I just got bored of the around episode 9, something like that. And it is that is the most disappointing type of anime for me. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stop now. My conclusion is that you have to it doesn't matter if it's good later if your opening is bad. And good night.